The members of Khasi Students' Union, KSU, on Tuesday took out a protest march to the Meghalaya Assembly against the proposed move of the government to pass the amendment to the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion Facilitation Act, 2024, MSIPF, and introduction of railway lines in the Khasi and Jantia Hills region. Armed with blue flags, banners and placards, KSU activists also shouted anti-MSIPF and anti-railway slogans.
We are compelled to come here and stage a protest here near the assembly due to the fact that we have been conveying our message to the government that we vehemently oppose the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Act and also the introduction of railways, whether in Jantia Hills or any other parts of the Khasi and Jantia Hills. So with regards to the MSIPF, Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Act, we had first gave a press briefing in the Shillong Press Club, that is on the last week of January. We have sent a clear message to the government that this act is draconian, it is anti-tribal, and it will be like we are giving away all our lands to different companies, outside investors, which is detrimental because we are going to lose huge swaths of land. And we also understand that tribal without land is as good as death. So that is what we have conveyed to the government. But the government did not respond. So after that, we sent a letter to the Chief Minister regarding this act, and we have mentioned all of the clauses there in the act which is anti-people, which is not people friendly, which is detrimental to the tribals of the state. We have asked the government to omit such points because the act is it contradicts the Meghalaya Land Transfer Act, although it was mentioned in the act that it will not bypass the Transfer Act. But if government can purchase land directly and give them to different outside investors, huge hectares of land, then what is the stand of the Meghalaya Land Transfer Act? We have sent a copy to the Chief Minister and also forwarded copies to all the 60 legislators of the state. But till then also we did not get any response. As a matter of fact, the government had introduced in a few days back the amendment to the MSIPF. But we can see that the amendment is just an eyewash. It is very weak, it is still more or less the same. So therefore we are compelled to come here and stage a protest in order to voice our concern regarding the ramifications that the MSIPF will have on the tribals, the indigenous tribals of the state. If the government does not revoke this act, then the KSU will be forced to take other measures.
But Donald, the government has said that they will call all stakeholders, and in the assembly, the CM has said that because the opposition has urged the government to discuss with all stakeholders. So how do you look at it? Like, will that be one option for you all to be part of this discussion?
The option is that we have already given an option to the government, that is to repeal the act, to amend the act in such a way that it is people friendly, that it will ensure employment to the local indigenous people, and to ensure that our land will not go away to outside investors. Despite despite the press briefing and the letter forwarded to the Chief Minister, we still are not getting any response. So that's why we are compelled to come here. We can see that when you see when the outside companies came here, we will not get employment. Local people will not get employment. They will get only grade C, grade D. The grade A, grade B, they will not get if compared to what the government is, the job like in the government. So we are thinking, we are saying that this is not a friendly act, people-friendly act. And creating of land banks is very dangerous, because if you lease out huge acres of land, lots of acres of land to private investors, then we stand to lose. Apart from land, we lose our employment opportunities. We lose almost everything. It is not people-friendly. As a matter of fact, this act will only benefit a few people.
I just want to make a correction. It was a consulting railways. No, it's not about the act. Also, why is KSU on the belief that railways will not bring development? Yes, we understand you want ILP at any cost. However, do you feel like we're missing out, like how the state government is saying that the state will miss out on many opportunities when in terms of development?
You see, there is a saying in Khasi, Karoi Kapar, and we can understand that Roi means development, and Par might mean progress or crawl. Out here in our state, if the government talks about progress, it means that the people will have to crawl. Because if railway come, we understand very well that the magnitude of the influx from outsiders will be aggravated, will become more and more. And we can see that in certain states like in Nagaland, we can see in Dimapur, the population of the Naga has become a minority in front of outsiders. And ILP in Nagaland is not in the entire state. It starts only from Chumukudima. And if we go to Dimapur, we can see the reality of what happens in Dimapur, what happens in Nagaland. We understand that railway is important. Certain people are saying that if railway comes, then essential commodities will be cheaper. But if we look, Shillong is only 100 kilometers from Guwahati, and Imphal is around 300 kilometers from Guwahati. But why are essential commodities cheaper in Manipur than in Meghalaya? That is the question. That is the question. And Manipur also doesn't have railway. So we cannot just say that railway can, yes, it might bring some benefit, but we can understand that it is more of a bane than a boon, because it will bring influx, and if influx come, then we will be reduced to a minority into our own land. Therefore, before introducing railway into our state, we need comprehensive mechanisms to tackle influx, to check the flow of outsiders into our state.
Despite the protest today, despite your demand to repeal the act, and if the government fails to do you plan to aggravate your protest, or what's the further move?
That is what I was saying earlier, that this is just a simple protest. We will be forced to increase the magnitude of our protest if the government went on deaf ears.
Are you going for a total repeal of the Promotion Act, or you want?
Yes, we want a total repeal, but it depends on the government also, because as we can see, there are many clauses in the act which is very authoritarian in nature. Say for example, the governing council has complete authority over to decide who will get lease, which land they can acquire, and they cannot also be taken into they can be taken by the law or being punished by the law if they commit any offense. So that is a very dangerous, very authoritarian.